It was very early on. It was in Boston, and we were the opening act, not for long. And Geezer and the guys are waiting to get up on stage. And Ozzy, by the way, years later told me about that. And I also read in interviews where he said so. I walked up in back of Geezer just to kind of check out the stage after we got off, you know, all bloodied and looking like I just crawled out of somebody's ass. Which is an interesting image. So with the heels and everything, and all messy, and I must have smelled like, well, not good. So Geezer's a little guy.
Like you usually do.
Thank you. Thank you. So with the heels on, I'm 6'2", you know, add another 7 inches. That's 7 inches, right? So I tower above him, and he turned around, didn't expect me to be there, and he went, so apparently he went backstage and told Ozzy, you know, these blows, you know, I'll go, what the fuck are we doing here? They're blowing up and stuff, and Ozzy in print said something like, that's when he knew that this band was going to be big, that it instills fear in the headliner. He said, okay, this is a band that he got it. And the rest is history.
Gene, you said they had a British flag, and you asked him, why do you have that British flag on stage? You're in America.
Oh yeah, I'm an asshole. You got the British flag up there. The fuck is this? America. You're in America, bitch. Take that flag off. Anyway, that's another story.
Has there ever been a time, I'm sure there's been a few, when you were flying across for Love Gun, or Gene, when you were going up to the rafters, where it didn't work the way it was supposed to?
Yes, I was at the show. 2000 Anaheim. Paul goes out. He makes it to about right there. So the people are grabbing his boots. He gets stuck. Then Gene came down. He got stuck with his feet about, the bottoms of his feet were about here, and the guys are trying to get him down. Both guys got stuck same show.
At one point, I think we were in Australia, and Gene had a different flying rig, and it would take him, instead of out, it would take him across the stage.
Rome. Outdoors
And so Gene does his bit before God of Thunder, and then he goes up in the air, and like a clothesline, they take him across the stage and smash him into the wall. And if that's not bad enough, they back up again and smash him into it again. And he comes down onto the stage and he goes, I'm hurt.
The rig wasn't working. To make matters worse, when they lowered me down, something about the gears, I was coming down upside down. So it wasn't a good day.
Paul, my favorite story, you said you had an old monitor guy named Max or something, and Gene choked him out.
We had at the time, a 52-year-old man who at the time we thought was an old guy, Schmel. You remember Schmel?
Yep.
And yeah, white people have no rhythm, I've heard, so. You know, boom. And of course, that's what it's supposed to be. And I keep yelling at him, he's right over there. He couldn't get it. And in the early days, we were just working off of testosterone, you know, just like passion. You want to get it right. And this poor 52-year-old man, you know, between listening to Lawrence Welk records and stuff, had no idea about time. And it is true, I did go over and started choking this 52-year-old man like a boom, boom. He didn't know what I was talking about. Of course, in those days, people didn't sue each other.
I swear, back then, when Gene would, I mean, you see it in performance videos, Gene would just be lost. He really became that person or persona. And I can remember at one point he was doing something, and I wanted to tell him to stop. and I look over, and he's chewing on the monitor, on the speakers, and I thought, forget it.
So,